Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Army Black Knights offense will have the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
On second down, the read to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle. It's short. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Working on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. It's a new chapter at quarterback for Army after Bryson Daly's historic season led the nation with 32 touchdowns on the ground. Army had 12 wins, a school record. With Daly now a commissioned officer in the Army. Time for next man up, Jesse.
Yeah, and you're going to have to be able to run the football. You're going to have to be able to make great decisions, though, in the option game, which I think is something a lot of times we take for granted. It's not just making good decisions throwing it, but understanding when to dive, when to keep it, when to pitch. That's what makes this Army offense run so smoothly.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Black Knights send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So Auburn's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got a man. It's Coleman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Gives it on the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Cobb. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Frazier. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Lost to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Alston. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. It's a draw. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll bring it out. It's Benson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On the option, he'll keep it himself. Rides the back on the option to give. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So here comes the Auburn offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Wide receiver going in motion. Got room to work. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Black Knights decide to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Looking for a crease. It's Cobb. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Simmons. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Alston. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
Yeah, and the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Grab near the marker. It's Singleton. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Zings it complete to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Hey, man, it's hard to throw down here in the red zone. These windows are tiny and they close fast, so there was nowhere to go in the end zone there, that time having to check it down. A nice job by the defense rallying and making a tackle.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the back. They go to the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Touchdown, Black Knights. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Black Knights line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So here comes the Auburn offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
At the 46-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
That has to sting as a defense. In a 3rd and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual-threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They marched 72 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Fullback's got it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that 1st down for them.
He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
The play-action fake. Right down the middle. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the ubiquitous bubble screen just floats backward for lost yardage.
You need better blocking downfield. I mean, these receivers got to understand, if you're going to play in this offense, it's not good enough just catching the ball. You've got to block for your fellow comrades. Poor job executing at the point of attack.
They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Singleton. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Caught near the sticks. It's Cobb. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And some room to work. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the 1st down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. He's loose. Touchdown, Auburn. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the option. Fights off a defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
The Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for space, it's Reed. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Sends it back in motion. They'll try to get outside. Sweet cut there. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. He'll set up to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Dixon. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what to catch a big fella.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Army! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Looking to pass. It's Daniels. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Auburn.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Frazier. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Cobb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
And the Black Knights will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The quick out. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Frazier. Breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, sweet feet. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Auburn! And the route is on.
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
38 on 14.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Black Knights really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Goes to the option. The pitch. At midfield, he's got room. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's third down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
And the Black Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. Off play action. He's going to take off. And tackled there by the defense.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for throws toward the end zone. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Rides the back and leaves it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
37. Second down coming up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Throwing right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The snap sets up to throw. They'll run the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. So here comes the Auburn offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense. Come on, dude.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good.
Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Bring in the heat. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Hand off to the fullback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Motion from the back. The give to the fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The Black Knights will punt this one away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Singleton. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
To the air, it's Daniels. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Punt is on its way. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's short. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the triple option requires so much discipline. You got to be so sound understanding all the things they can hit you with. And listen, the quarterback makes it go. You got to focus on the QB. They did a great job here stringing them along, making the tackle. Great job by the defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unleashes it. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback being on the exact same page. The coordinator's anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage. Run the quarterback sneak. Get the first down.
They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Picks up 4. 2nd down coming up.
Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. They want to throw it. Rushes on him. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Handoff to the lone back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Slithers into space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
On the run, it's Alston. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the big fullback. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why often...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. and his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, the ground game. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
He's tackled at the 36. Brings up 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Now they'll run the draw. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now the play fake. A strike downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
3rd down coming up.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. He'll go to the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They go to the draw. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
On that last third down play, if you're going to go draw, the quarterback's got to do a better job selling pass. I think he was just a little bit too quick getting the ball to the running back, and now here we are, fourth down.
And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
The Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Two minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Reed. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So here comes the Auburn offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but, man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At the 33-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.